Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am here today to film my book haul. I was going to film a book haul for last month, the month of August, but the books came really late and I had to move, so I couldn't film it. I do have the 3 books that I bought last month to show you, at least the 3 major ones that I bought. I probably bought other ones that I've completely forgot about. So the first one, they were all from the Book Depository. I can't remember the exact prices, but I know that they were cheaper than normal prices because they're from the Book Depository. So I got The Demon World by Sally Green. This is the second book in her Smoke Thieves series. I'm not going to tell you obviously about this one, and I haven't read this one, but The Smoke Thieves just follows a group of characters who end up coming together. I can't completely remember the story other than that, so there we go. I also picked up Soul of the Sword by Julie Kagwa. I haven't read Shadow of the Fox by her yet, but I just picked this up anyway because I love her writing, so the likelihood the fact I'm gonna like this is very high. So yes, all I know about Shadow of the Fox is that it contains a kitsune, which I don't know a lot about, but I know a little bit about. And the last one I picked up in August was Rivers of London by Ben Aaronovitch. From what I can tell, this is about a detective, someone in the police. I believe this involves magic, and it's set in London. That is all I know about this book. So the first 2 I picked up are James Patterson books. I picked up The 11th Hour, which is the 11th book in the Women's Murder Club series. I'm slowly collecting these. I've been collecting them for a while now. I'm on a spinny chair and I keep like put my feet on the floor. This is the 11th book in the series. It follows Lindsay Boxer. I haven't read the first 15 in the series. I started at book 16, but I have been collecting them to be able to read. So I am excited to read these, but this series essentially follows Detective Lindsay Boxer and her friends from different job descriptions. So there's a journalist, a woman who does autopsies, obviously Lindsay Boxer is a detective, and there is a prosecutor as well. Also, if you can hear banging, that is one of my flatmates in the kitchen. I also picked up The Store by James Patterson. Both of these books, by the way, ended up being £1 from the works. This I don't know much about other than the fact this is about a powerful retailer called The Store that can deliver anything to your door, anticipating your needs and desires you didn't even know you had. And I assumed this goes terribly wrong at some point. So it does sound good. It's quite a short one for his works, so I picked that up. Now onto the one that I was going to show you. From Waterstones, I picked up 2 books. One of them was These Rebel Waves. I have shown these ones in my reading vlog as well, just so you know. This I have absolutely no idea what it's about, but I've been waiting for it to come out in paperback for a while. I'm reading her Snow Like Ashes series. I'm up to the second one, Ice Like Fire, and I am pretty excited to read it. Excited to get to this. I like her writing, so that is what I have to say on that. From Waterstones, I also picked up What She Found in the Woods by Josephine Angelini. This is essentially about a girl running away from a private school because something happened. She goes under the radar, ends up meeting this guy, and then a mutilated body is discovered, and she discovers that she can't trust anyone, including herself. So this to me sounds like a YA thriller, which I do enjoy reading sometimes. So that is probably not going to be in the immediate future, but I will read it at some point. I do have now 3 thrillers that I never thought I would pick up. These are different, completely different to what I normally pick up. I normally either pick up YA thrillers or James Patterson. There is like no in between. But I went into the works and just had a moment of feck it. Because I didn't know what I wanted, but I knew that I wanted something different. So I picked up these 3 books. I know very little about them, so we're going to figure that out together. I have just added them to my Goodreads, and I've had to create a page for each of them because they didn't have the editions that I have, so that was a new experience. So one of the ones I picked up is called Ask No Questions by Lisa Hartley. This one had the most information on Goodreads, but it still wasn't a lot. So this is set in the UK, which is normally thrillers and bad stuff is set in the UK, like, let's be honest. So this is, after an operation goes badly wrong, I'm just going to read the blurb. Badly wrong, undercover specialist detective Keelan Small leaves the Metropolitan Police for good, or so she thinks so. When the criminal responsible is spotted back on the UK, I called it Keelan, that's definitely not a name. I struggle with names. The main character is suddenly drawn into a dangerous investigation. The main lead is found murdered and all bets are off. Nothing is as it seems, everyone is a suspect, even close colleagues. So it is similar to what I would normally read, with it being in the detective era of a book, but it's not from authors that I would normally pick up. I've never heard of this author before, judging by the fact that I had to create a page for this because this edition wasn't on Goodreads. Makes me believe that maybe she is a new author, or I don't know. But this ended up being £1. It was in the deal at the Works Hub, which is like 3 for £5, but this ended up being £1. All 3 of these ended up being £1, so not bad for £1, I guess. We'll soon figure out. The next one I picked up is If They Knew by Joanne Sefton. This again I know nothing about. This was also £1. This one I again had to create a page for it on Goodreads because there was like 2 and it wasn't the edition that I had. But I went on, when I was searching on Goodreads, then this book didn't actually come up. I had to search the author, which was weird, and even then it was just like, it did come up with it, but it was like right at the bottom of the list. This only has 12 reviews on Goodreads, but it has a 3.5 star rating, so I have hopes that this is going to be okay. Just judging by the fact it's got 12 reviews and it's over 3 stars, so I'm hoping. I have hopes. This book is, we're gonna find out together. I know who you are, I've come to pay you back, is what the tagline at the top says. Nobody in Barbara's family knows about her past, least of all her daughter Helen, but someone wants the truth to come out. When Helen discovers a sinister note in Barbara's house, she can't understand who would want to threaten her mother. She's determined to find out who sent it, but soon realizes her search might hurt her own family and put Barbara at risk. What really happened in all those years ago, and who is going to end up paying the price. So this is not my traditional thriller. This is not something I would normally pick up. It does have the element of discovering why something is happening, but it's not. I'm checking the outside wall because I've just noticed that it's really bright on my face. Anyway, yeah, this does have the elements of a thriller that I like, discovering why things are happening, that kind of thing. Other than that, there is not really much of this that I would pick up unless I was in that mood in that store where I was like, I want something different. the final one that I picked up is Beautiful Liars by Isabel Ashdown. This one, again, I had to create the page for on Goodreads, and I'm again just going to read the back so we find out together what this is about. I haven't seen what the rating for this is, I didn't look, so yes. We'll just read the blurb. 18 years ago, Martha said goodbye to her best friend Julie on a moonlit London towpath. The next morning, Juliet's bike was found abandoned at the waterside. Nearly 2 decades later, Martha is a TV celebrity preparing to host a new crime show, and the first case will be that of missing student Juliet Sherman. After all these years, Martha must reach out to her old friends and try to piece together the final moments of Juliet's life. But what happens when the perfect friends turn out to be perfect strangers? So again, not something I would normally pick up unless I was in that mind frame that I was in the store. However, it does have the element that I like of figuring out what happened, and this is, although it's not a detective story, it's discovering the elements of who went missing and why. So yeah, those 3 are promising, judging by the fact they didn't even have the editions that I have on Goodreads. So yes, that is my large haul of stuff. I mean, 3 of them was from last month, so it's fine. But yes, thank you guys for watching. I will talk to you in the next video. Please like if you liked the video, and comment any suggestions on making my videos better. Yeah, thank you, bye.